Hello and welcome to Just the Tips. My name is Aaron Benner, Galaxy Master for Reserve Inspirations D&D. In today's episode of Just the Tips, I will be talking about the similarities and differences between playing Dungeons & Dragons at a table versus virtually online. And keep in mind, these videos are compiled from our experiences and opinions, which may differ significantly from your own. With that being said, let's talk about tabletop versus online gameplay. At first, I was hesitant to get into tabletop RPGs, but it was only after my friend Corey consistently invited me to play that I finally gave in and came to watch. 10 minutes in, I had made a character and was rolling dice. I loved the game immediately, and playing with all my friends at a big table was a huge bonus. Trepidation hit me once more when the pandemic struck, and I was essentially given the choice of playing and streaming Reserve Inspirations games online, or, giving up on what I worked so hard to build due to my apprehension of learning new technology. And when I say new, I mean, new to me. I'm not a very big tech-savvy guy, and I heard a lot of horror stories about playing online, but I wasn't about to give up. So I utilized tutorials on YouTube, and I learned how to use a bunch of different programs and tools to get started. Don't get me wrong, online play still has its downfalls, but it's not nearly as difficult as some make it out to be. Alright, so let's go over the differences in tools and expectations you might need or have around playing at a table versus online. Since I began playing Dungeons & Dragons around the table, let's start there. You've gathered all your friends at the table, which in and of itself can be a challenge. What tools might you need or want to help make your story more exciting and engaging? Well, here are a few things that you may want to consider. Dice and a dice tray. You need the dice, tray's optional. A DM screen. It's a screen or wall that can help keep your rolls and notes hidden from your players. A notepad and pencil. You never know when you need to take notes. An assortment of D&D handbooks and adventure modules to help with rule disputes and or general game knowledge. Music and or sound effects for background ambience. A battle map and miniatures to represent the players and monsters in combat. And of course, snacks. While some groups play for a couple hours at a time, others go hardcore and play for 12-hour sessions, sometimes longer. Having snacks available is always a good idea. The last thing you want is a hangry murder hobo raging through town killing guards and important NPCs. Okay, so there's a few things you might want at your table. Now let's talk about some tools that you may want to have available to you when playing online. Alright, so first you're going to need a platform on which to gather. Some popular ways to video chat are Zoom, Skype, Google Meet, Discord, and Roll20. All are free to use besides Zoom, which I believe there's an annual fee of some sort. You will also need a way to roll dice. Some still roll physical dice, but most dungeon masters prefer their players to use digital dice tools so that rolls are not faked.
Do not cheat.
You may want to have interactive maps to track combat and music to set the mood. Well, there is one simple tool that can provide all this and more. Roll20. This is not an ad for Roll20, nor are they a sponsor, but they should be. But I really want to give them my praises. Like I said earlier, I'm not a tech-savvy guy, but Roll20 really made it easy for me. You can upload maps and tokens, preset music, input character stats, type to one another in the chat, utilize their simple dice roller, and you can video chat. It's really a nice all-in-one. D&D Beyond is a great tool for building characters and setting up encounters, and you can also access all of the D&D source books through D&D Beyond, though it can get a bit pricey. But if everyone splits the cost, it's not too bad. If you have a hard time keeping track of all the aspects of your homebrew world like I do, your notes are all over the place, World Anvil is a great world building tool. It's almost like a personal wiki page that you can input all of your world's history, continents, cities, characters, etc. It's pretty cool. And finally, if you aren't fantastic with voices, but you want to differentiate between characters, VoiceMod is a fun program. They have some presets,
but they have a soundboard where you can create your own.
After experiencing both online and tabletop gameplay, I gotta say, it's hard to say which I like better. But the best advice I can give you is this. Be versatile and open to new experiences. If you're able to play in person with your friends, fantastic. But if they live far away or for whatever reason can't get together in person to play, don't be afraid of jumping online and keeping the game alive. This has been Just the Tips, tabletop versus online gameplay. Hope to see you next time.